rec center.
The glory days of our start in this game.
Yeah, I got nothing
How
else.
do we feel?
Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to be staying
shutting down. Anyway, our
yeah.
our previous video came to life.
Right? When the comments was and predicted, that was just kind of funny, to be honest with you. It was actually predicted. Makes
So
sense.
this will be our last. This will be our last POV podcast video, unfortunately. But hey, when HappyElf does decide on getting a PC, we could start this on VR chat or Roblox. But there will be other content, right?
Oh yeah, there'll be other content. It's one of those things to where I would say that at least for in Rec Room, this is our last one, POV.
Yeah. This is the last Rec Room POV Podcast video.
Yeah. And I know I think that if I remember correctly, the last video got pretty good views, and I want to thank everyone for showing love for the content and all that. It's very much appreciated.
How many views did that?
Let me actually look that up right now.
Well, while HappyElf is looking that up, let's have a think. Let's have a thought. Let's think about the times we spent in this game. Like, I'm talking half a decade. Half a decade on this game.
Right.
It is insane to think that it's shutting down.
It is.
But hey, we could look on the brighter side. There are other games that are similar to Rec Room, but with that out of the way, actually, there are talks about a new game coming. Not coming, but like they might make. They are probably, most definitely, making another game.
Oh? What's that?
It's not the end. I don't know. I've just been told that it's not the end. One door closes, another opens.
Even with that said, like, I don't trust Radium and the other spin-offs.
I don't trust Radium. Let's talk Radium.
Yeah, I understand that people want to play the game. It might be done by hackers, and honestly, my personal opinion, because it's done by hackers of this game, Rec Room, it makes me even less trusting of the whole thing.
Yeah, not just that, but also because one of the owners, I've heard some talks about the owner being like, kind of a bad person. I don't want to get into the fucking details, because it's kind of harsh as to what I have heard, but just know that it's very bad. It's very, very, very bad. Radium is run by people who's done bad things in Rec Room, and that's why I am not going to play it at all. I was invited to the Discord server. Things looked normal, but behind the mask, nah, I don't trust that game.
I don't trust
that
it.
Is a way for people to just like get your account details, hack your account, hack everything on your fucking computer. I don't like that. It's unsafe.
Yeah.
I hope it shuts down when Rec shuts down.
I don't think it will shut down, but I will. I'm not going to sit here and say that I won't watch people's videos of them playing in Radium, so on and so forth, because I am curious. I get the curious bug on it, but me personally, and like you said, like, we won't be doing it. But I know you said you're a VR chat player. How is it? I haven't been in VR chat in some time. I know it's been even longer since I had a VR headset that like in the Quest 2, Quest 3 or whatever, that I could be VR, actually immerse myself in it. How is it? Like, is it still like being awkward to talk to people to start the whole thing? And like, when was the last time you were in VR chat?
The last time I was in VR chat was literally straight up yesterday.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. When people think of VR chat, especially for the people who play Rec Room, I feel like most of them have played it such a long time ago. I've heard talks. Well, I spoke to this one guy actually that's had problems. Basically, he played VR chat in like years ago, and then they basically asked, "How's it now?" Just like how you are asking. Blah blah blah. I explained that it's more moderated. They're doing more stuff for the shop, and doing the events. They have come up with great ideas to show events now, but it's definitely not like Rec Room. Also, I just realized that Rec Room shutting down equals end of military events. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This game is full of military events. But going back to VR chat, will forever remain a weird game. HappyElf, this game is super weird. This game is super weird. Not for the faint of heart. So I'd say if you really do want to play VR chat, be expected to run into some weird situations. It's a roller coaster in that game. Not just that, but the game also like kinda like I noticed how the game kinda turns you into some weird person that gets into all these things, and you want to be a part of this shenanigans too. And that's why I kind of took a break from VR chat because I was getting part into I wanted to be part of some weird shit, and I just thought that's not the real me. That's not me. So I kind of left it for a couple of months, and then I just went back into it with a guard in mind. So with VR chat, you gotta watch out for certain groups of people and stuff. But other than that, there is fun games to go play. I think it's a lot better when you have a VR. Desktop mode will forever remain like graphics style. It will remain the best, but when in VR, I think you'll have a better experience. Especially with the Among Us games that are on there, murder, mystery, kind of just like Rec Room, except less games, just more hangout. Oh, and beautiful worlds. Oh my gosh! VR chat is filled with the most beautiful places I've seen on a game. Wow! The amount of people who are artistic on that game, it's kind of what inspires me to play that game as well, because I want to do that too, but for me, Rec Room was the only way I could up until now. And still is kind of user-friendly to do it. Otherwise, I'd have to get into Blender, Unity, oh my gosh, hell to the no. I tried making myself a model on Blender. I started with the torso, and that came out well. It's just I have to. I still have to redo it because I have to make it so that it's fit for animation. The topology, whatever. I haven't touched it since. So learning to build for VR chat is a very big road, a very big step. One that I need to find time for another time.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is having time. Okay, so the last video, POV Podcast, according to my stats, is like 81 views. 81 views, which I'm very appreciative of.
Wow. Very appreciative, guys.
Now, I gotta say this. Shout out to Phoenix Events. They're actually putting out video, or not videos. They're putting out content, events, things like that within VR chat. So if you want to have be part of awesome events, I'm going to try and put a link to their Discord in the description of this video. So if anything, just say if you want to. No need to do it, but like it's like, oh, if anybody asks, you found it this way. If you hadn't before, okay. Now talking about military events, okay, in this game, it got me thinking, because I was thinking of this the other day. There was, you know how over the years there was always like one thing happens and there was a whole fucking trend of something. Like, do you remember the wall climbing stuff? There was like a whole bunch of people making wall climbing rooms. Do you remember stuff like that?
I do, now that I think about it.
Okay. Well,
those were very popular back then.
Yeah, it was. I remember shortly after those, I think it was the start of the military events. And military events were the longest ever events in Rec Realm. I mean, like, some of the like, if you like think of the various trends, yeah, if you think of all the different types of themed whatever stuff, some of the whatever trends that were popping off, they will last couple of days, or it's like 2 weeks, let's say, at most 2 weeks these things were happening. Military events were like 4 fucking years. Like, what the hell? And they keep popping up. And I remember talking to a few different people from a few different events, from this one left and right. And there is drama within them. And I'm not going to use the word, but like, people were calling other people a particular word. And sometimes it got me questioning about it, because some people were explaining to me like, there's one military map owner who's 19 was calling out this 11-year-old as one. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, what? Why would you call out people? Just call out. And I think that's a big thing, because of stemming from like COVID, of people not being able to socialize and all that. People were calling each other certain things because they couldn't go out and touch grass with their friends. I think that's what it was a lot of. Okay.
Are you sure that's
and as someone who occasionally partakes in that, I could tell you, at least that's not the case with people I know of with their kids, because I know some people who have kids that occasionally take part in it, and their kids don't do stupid shit like that. But it's like the whole thing of like parenting. It's like, okay, I gotta let my kid do something. Here's a freaking headset, whatever, and they're not paying attention. And granted, there are kids I've met to where they've also played on the PS4 in VR, and they had the VR headset in their own bedroom, and every time I've interacted with them, they weren't just calling out people a certain word type of thing. But like, it's one of those things that I'm like, this kid still shouldn't have a gaming console in their own bedroom. And that is someone, right. I've known people who've had, back in the day, having a PS2, PS1 in their bedroom. Their own, I've known people that had it. And even then I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. But thinking about it as an adult, I'm like, yeah, no. But of course that's also a different time, early 90s versus today. I'm like, yeah, kids knew better. Parents were actually there. Like, nobody knew of someone whose parents wasn't involved to the extent you would want of parents today. It's like the bare minimum. It's like, parents, take care of your kids. Like, come on. Don't be idiots.
For real.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm glad I don't have to see the military maps anymore. That was the one thing that was kind of annoying. Granted, there were some people whose maps were so nice. There was one that I don't even remember the theme of it. I think it was like Star Wars. That outside of it,
that's the most popular one.
There was quite a few Star Wars maps that I've been to, but there was one to where the outside was great, but when you go inside, it was like a hallway with 4 extended rooms that were attached. I'm like, I'd rather be just hanging outside of the map, not even joining. And then I remember one that I've been to that I've forgotten that I had joined. Like, that was like through and through was awesome type of map to be in.
Yeah.
And like one way to help rank yourself up, which like I never spent enough time to where they would actually, I never got the feeling that they would actually had like this day or every day at this time, whatever, or ranking people up in this military map. You got that rank, whatever it may be, by just spending time in the map. Like, for me, I'm like, from my point of view, I was like, I never got a gun, so I'm like, I could be this rank if I spent 3 hours in it, and that's it. And honestly, that's how you get some people to do maps. And I was like, spend time in it. Like,
so basically, the best military experience that I've had was in this one room called Rats. And oh my gosh, it was the most horrifying experience I've had in my life. Not because of kids or whatever, but because the map, the detail on that map, and the, I want to say it was very horror-based, like very deep underground. It's very mazy, like you're in a sewer tunnel-ish. And it's abandoned.
I think I know which map you were talking about. I think I've been.
It's very bloody and gory as well. There were all these weird symbols and shit. It was kind of scary as fuck. Even when you're alone, you hear these weird noises around you, and it's kind of creepy as hell. With all these different nooks and crannies, it's super fun to play. Like, I had fun exploring that place, and I'm very sad that it's going away.
Yeah.
Wait, let's talk about this.
Okay.
Let's first mention. Sorry, I have my dog barking in the background. So, what was your first expression when you heard the Rec Room game was shutting down?
I was actually quite sad. It was, I think the second day after I heard about it, I was like crying. I wasn't like ugly crying, but I was like very sad, and like I had some tears coming down. And like, the game I spent so much time on is going away, and like the memories. Like, I've been trying to get like help on some rooms for like 2 or 3 years. I've sent some messages to some people that were great with CV2, and like I got no response back from them, and I'm like, oh, fuck me when it comes to finishing these rooms, right? I'm not even going to finish working on these other ones and all. So I had like a horror game that I wanted to put out, and all I needed was CV2. And I had 2 different people at one time, not exactly the same time, but one after the other, that were working on it, but they never finished. And I'm like, this could have been such a great game! There's all that. I'm not downloading any games on my computer. I've already downloaded photos years ago. They're on my Instagram. But yeah, one of the biggest things that, even without CV2, that could have gone well was the role-playing game map that I had. You've been there. You've seen how much detail is in that map. That was another map that took me like at least 6 months to put out as it is right now. And I've, even up to the time it was announced, I was still working on that map, doing touches of it. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. And it's not going to happen anymore now.
Right.
But yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. There are too many. My dogs are non-stop barking.
Shut up, you damn dogs! We're trying to make a podcast here! Ah! Okay. Oh god.
Anyway, so basically, my first reaction was basically I woke up and all I see is messages. Rec Room is shutting down. Did you see Rec Room is shutting down? Rec Room is shutting down this. Rec Room is shutting down there. And I'm like, this better be a fucking prank. But then again, it wasn't April. So when I saw the announcement, I didn't know what to think. I had no, I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. There was no real thought of it in my mind that Rec Room would ever shut down. Yet there's been so many warnings, so many from developers, from other people that's been hearing these things. It's oh my gosh, I'm so freaking sad that it's shutting down, but unfortunately that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Honestly, I blame this on the developers. Can I please say why?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Oh.
I've been very upset with what the developers have been doing with their money. I normally take the devs' side when it comes to shit talking about Rec Room. I normally stand up for them when people are shit talking about them. But I just want to be for once, just be the shit talker. I personally think that they shouldn't have changed their ways in 2022, becoming such a financial business or game company. They started to focus more on what to do with their money, and they chose a path where it kind of led them down a hole, and it's simply their fault. It ain't because nobody is playing their games or their game. It is because they fucked around and they wasted their money.
Are you talking about AI?
It's because of the AI, but not that. It's not just that. They took a big turn. Someone once told me this. They worded it correctly. What was it like? Corporate something. Social. They went from a social aspect to a more financial aspect. Something along those lines. And that's exactly where the downfall started. That's exactly where it started to happen. They shouldn't have done that. They should have stick to social. Honestly, it's stupid. It's stupid as hell. Why would you do that? I get that you want a future for your game. You are the dev. Of course, you'd want your game to be out there and more popular than the other games. They wanted to basically overtake Roblox. From their mouth, by the way. They wanted to overtake Roblox. They wanted to become Roblox. That's why they spread out their game from console to mobile, from VR to PC. To Switch as well.
Yeah.
They wanted to be just like Roblox, and they couldn't do that. The money was getting tight.
There are certain things, such as being on the Switch and mobile that wouldn't necessarily work. Okay, and I'm gonna put the category of screen mode versus VR separately from like playing the game on anything versus like the Switch and mobile type of thing. Okay, because as anybody could see, we're on screen mode and all that, but you're on PC and I'm on console doing it. Okay, not like mobile phone or the Switch.
Right.
Like, I understand. I met people who've initially started off on Xbox. Okay, and I'm still friends with at least the one individual. Okay, we chat and joke around and everything, and so I'm appreciative of that. But like, when it comes to like the Switch, which a lot of people who don't have a Switch or know someone who owns a Switch, is that the company Switch only updates once a month. So if you happen to be only having a Switch, you can only play with people like maybe once a month, versus everybody else who gets updated like maybe once a week type of thing. And I'm like, well, that absolutely sucks for the Switch people. And like, if you want to play certain games like mobile, your phone overheats. Like, I haven't played on mobile in a few years, and as fun as it cool of everything is on mobile, I don't want to be holding a really hot cell phone. Okay, so it takes away of that. I'd rather be at least on console, even if it wasn't for not having a headset anymore, and play it. Now, when it comes to the whole thing of the AI aspect of things, I was worried. I forget if it was Energetic Ruth or Therapeutic. In one of their videos, they showed of like, with the canvas, they asked them to do something, and it was like, well, that's obviously AI generated thing. So it got me worried about people like Eden's eyes and everybody else who's really good at drawing on canvases in this game. The people taking AI to make art there and then sell it for. There was no about my concern of the whole thing of like, hey, if this is going to happen, of allowing to make canvases with AI like this, you gotta have it to where some sort of programming recognizes that it's AI and you can't sell it for any amount of tokens. And I'm taking myself out of the whole equation on that part. And I've had so many pieces of work I've done over the years. I had a VR headset that I've done. If you go through my Instagram, and I enjoy doing it. And like, when it comes to the whole thing, like, I love Rumi. I absolutely love Rumi. That is definitely worth having in this game. And I've seen so many people actually come out. So many people come out of the shells with Rumi, and because like, I remember talking to one person. It's like, yeah, I have Rumi. I didn't talk to anybody. Now I'm able to talk. What is that? Oh, okay, fuck. I was like, what the hell is going on with this game?
Let me jump scare.
Oh
my god. What is that?
Man, good old times with Rumi.
Let me say hi to HappyElf. Did it just mute itself?
I think so. It's not even facing me now.
Rumi, so no, say hi to HappyElf.
No!
Rumi,
no!
say hello to HappyElf.
I'm right here, bitch. Hey. Hi! Rumi!
Please say hi to HappyElf.
He's so mean to me.
Yo, I think they got rid of the AI.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think they've been slowly doing it, but how can they get rid of it all of a sudden when you could hear it? But yeah, okay. So when it comes to AI in the maker pen,
what? Clone tool.
Is it responding to me in the maker pen?
Say hello to HappyElf.
Hail, HappyElf. A pleasure to greet you.
Funny said
Hail.
hi.
He said hail, HappyElf.
Am I your leader?
Rumi, how do you feel of Rick shutting down? What do you mean what we can build next? Rec Room is shutting down. You're gonna die.
Slat was doing the exact same thing in one of his recent videos. Or professional.
I can't with you. Goodbye. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I really don't.
That whole thing was funny. Okay. Anywho, I personally think that, like, I have no problem with people who had Rec Room Plus getting access to Maker Pen early before the general population, especially get out the bugs and everything. And like, especially if you had the people in the creator program, like Combi, Therapeutic, Slat, so on and so forth, all of them especially being like, hey, we got to test out the bugs, help us with this. Okay, they make the videos to show it what's going on, blah blah. Awesome. Okay, and then once they get enough of those bugs out, they can then early, even with the Maker Pen, we're doing stuff with the AI and all, they give it just to those who have Rock 1 Plus first. Then maybe later on, if you do give it to non-Rock 1 Plus people, the ability to use AI and all that, like, cool. And I have no problem just keeping it strictly for those who are doing Rec Room Plus because they are paying towards it. They're basically helping out with the whole paying for the whole thing. So there's all of that. They had a lot of bugs that they still needed to roll out before it was good enough. Because I remember seeing the process of Energetic Ruth or Therapeutic, one of those two, to where they had videos, 2 or 3 videos that was showing like, oh yeah, AI is outright doing this, whatever, and all, being able to do it, even if it was not all that great. And then like 2 or 3 videos later, in Rec Room, they weren't able to necessarily do some of the stuff. Like the Rec Room actually took back some of the stuff on it. And I think on the topic of like investors and pleasing them, I think that yeah, you gotta please the investors to a certain extent, but like don't compromise how the game initially came out to be. Like just pivoting with the game of doing this or that, and like, yeah, it doesn't help whatsoever. This game is a social game. There's, oh gosh, my mind's going all over the place with trying to grasp what everything is. The whole thing of pivoting, it seems like you're completely pivoting towards the AI, where a lot of people can't use it like roomy, a lot of people were like, that doesn't help with the game. Like, in a sense, like, there's these bugs in, like, paintball even, and there was a bug in dodgeball for the longest time. Like, a lot of people were asking for a new game, a Rec Room Original, which they did give us a Rec Room Original game. It was that D&D thing, but, like, other than some of these people, video partner programmer individuals, like, I don't know of anyone who's actually did do the D&D AI game at all. I would have loved to experience it if it wasn't so expensive. It was like 350 tokens every time. And I know I couldn't get people in the game to play the game with me. At least during the time periods I was willing to play it, and I was in the game of Rec Room. So that was a downfall. And my whole thought is, like, instead of doing that particular game, you could have, like, expanded on My Little Monsters. Yeah, they gave us, like, paintball, but I felt like the Make It to Midnight paintball was a little too late on things. I think it was that was I would say it was a great start, because I love Making It to Midnight game. I just couldn't get friends to play with me, even if they were online. And there was a lot of times it was hard to just get people in a public lobby. If you could have it to where it's like 3 people, maybe, that would have been great. But I understand it needed 4 people because it was loosely based on was it Day by Daylight? Or Dead by Daylight? Dead by Daylight game. Which I've played Dead by Daylight at least a little bit, like the intro to it. That's a difficult game to get handles on console. That's for certain. I just noticed your username, Cosmic Guide. That's cool. Okay, if any of you guys have a place where we could continue doing the POV podcast, please leave it in the comments below. Like, that'd be great, because Walker and I do want to continue doing this, okay? We absolutely enjoy doing this. Me personally, I would love to have it more often with other people. That was always the goal with this podcast, is to have other people on it. But that's leave me a comment in the description below. It's Walker. What the fuck am I doing?
What was our last discussion again?
AI in Rec Room.
Girl, when they started to introduce Maker AI, oh my god. The moment that came out, I think everybody was hyped, but when BVR, I think it was... No, it wasn't BVR. Bella Bob.
Okay, Bella Bob.
Was it Bella Bob?
Okay. Yeah.
No, it was Bella Bob. Whatever, someone made a freaking video about the trailer for the Maker AI, and they basically made a statement saying that it's fake, basically false advertising. And what they showed was kind of like unbelievable. Basically showing how the circuits that they had there were fake, and that they put it there like as an animation and whatever. Make it appear with animations and stuff.
So the CV2 stuff that was there was supposed to look like it was supposed to be for how the AI buddy is supposed to work.
No, it was basically I think that was one of it. Yeah, wait. Whatever. As far as I know, it's just one of the AI videos was very false in what it was showing, and that got deleted very quickly.
Damn. Oh,
it was BVR.
Talking about Rec Room and the stuff they do, I noticed it was yesterday. As of recording this, yesterday it was the 18th of April. Yeah. They actually privated their Twitter account.
No.
So unless you're following them, you can't see their tweets, which kind of makes sense. The company's closing down and shit like that. But I'm like, what kind? Because it got me thinking of what are they going to do with their social medias, and making the tweets private makes sense, so you don't get that whole whatever kind of backlash from the community. Okay, getting certain type of comments of you never taking care of this particular type of crowd on. Even if the oldest post out there, you won't get that. But shit happens. Yeah. I've always told people I won't talk about a certain topic unless I get more subscribers on YouTube than Rec Room does. And I think at this point, one day I will have more than 560,000 subscribers. But
you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be a long trail to get to that point. But yeah, I remember a few years ago, I was gonna, a certain topic came up with a person who I used to hang out with, and it was well, if I get at least 50,000 on one of my social medias, I'll talk about it. Never got 50,000. I recently got 1,000 here on YouTube, but I haven't reached 500 on my X or on my Instagram, nothing like that. I'm well, nobody's going to hear me talk about that topic. And I had information. Insider trade. Well, kind of.
Oh. I also kind of had a little I have a little bit of information, correct?
Yeah. You're beautiful. The information is you got a beautiful face. I'm giving that out for free. You have a beautiful avatar face. Mwah! Oh, it's straight face.
Okay, I was thinking of the other information concerning a certain someone.
Oh yeah, you definitely got that information. That's for certain.
You're muted.
Oh, oops. I was gonna say yes. You have all the information on that. That's for certain.
So guys, that was it for POV Podcast in Rec Room. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that this podcast gets to be seen in another game someday. But for now, I think it's time we deserve a well-deserved break. Unfortunately, due to the shutdown of Rec Room, and we just want to end off by saying thank you, Rec Room, for every moment that you have given us to spend with on this game. The happy times, the sad times, they were all fun, and half a decade's memories.
Great.
Do you know how long that is? That is extremely long. That's basically core memories.
Yeah.
It is core memories. What am I saying?
I was 29. I remember playing this game. I was 29.
I was 15.
Oh my god.
I was 15.
You're wild.
And I'm 20.
Wow.
So
we had a lot of
fun. Meeting you was fun.
It was. I know we had problems at the beginning, but then I was like, why am I arguing like this with a teenager?
From an enemy to a friend. Literally keep your enemies close.
And I won't say that you become more of an enemy so I could do you wrong. It's more of like, sometimes if you're having arguments with people, you can get over it. Okay?
Yeah.
And don't be weird in the comments, okay? About this. Alright? Because, yeah, he said he was 15. Yeah, that's when I met him. No, but I wouldn't say we were friends. We just had a mutual individual we talked with.
Yeah, this was during the carnival contest. We had a friend, and he basically invited HappyElf over to build with us. There were some fights going on, but after that, like I'd say a couple months after that, we started talking, and then we started becoming really great friends.
Yeah. That was 2021.
Again, bad to good. So Rec Room was literally full of good and bad memories. It was like a second life to me.
Oh yeah, definitely for me.
I would have never chosen my creative career. I would have never chosen my creative career if it wasn't for Rec Room. Rec Room was literally the canon event for me.
Wild times with this game.
Extremely wild. Yeah.
We've seen so many things.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. And remember to always give it your... Thank you for giving it your Rec Room best. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.